2 downloaded, thank God. Even though this is one of like my favorite games, I'm gonna do normal. No. Cool. This is one of like my favorite games. Like, I think I'm just gonna start playing games that I think are like my top 10, like Knights of the Old Republic. I know I play that a lot, but this is whew, this is the game that got me into like I don't know, into like my Fallout New Vegas
Shepard
style,
did everything right.
you know,
More than we could have hoped
exploration
for.
of games, like really caring about exploring.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
Well,
And still, it's not
on my
enough.
own. I explored like
Word
Final
war.
Fantasy VII a lot.
No one wants to admit it, but
But I had
humanity
somebody
is
print out
under
cheat codes
attack.
and stuff for me.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
I know that too.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
Do they know I'm about to get attacked? Because I never thought of that. Because they're talking about losing him. It's like, are they chasing me and trying to capture me, or do they know I'm about to get attacked by like a Reaper? Here it comes. Yeah. Normandy. Love that ship. It is one of the hands down the coolest sci-fi ships I've ever seen.
Disengaging FTL drives.
Honestly, if it couldn't like
Emission sinks active.
someday be, excuse me,
Board is
like
green.
confused
You're
for like
running
a hate
silent.
symbol, or like say a developer
We're
just
wasting
has
our
some
time.
crazy comments that come out,
4
or somebody
days
at
searching
BioWare
up and
does
down
something
this
nuts,
sector,
I would
and
get
we
the
haven't found any
the
sign of
M2,
Geth activity.
Spectre designation tattooed
3
on me because
ships
I think
went
it's so
missing
cool.
here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Excuse me. Collectors.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged.
I feel like
there's no way a
this is
Geth
one of the
ship
few
could
times I'm
possibly-
playing a
Not the
game.
Geth. Brace for
Maybe because I don't play it as much as Knights of the Old Republic, but I'm kind of just remembering things as I go, and it's still kind of fresh and new to me.
Presley!
I remember those guys. I feel like Knights of the Old Republic, I can probably play it in my head.
Multiple hull breaches! Weapons offline! Somebody get that fire out!
I don't know if I could do the same with Fallout New Vegas, though. Fallout New Vegas has so many very cool things. Knights of the Republic is only random in that some attacks hit or don't.
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttle.
I also really like
I'll
how...
take care of Joker.
Well, I don't really like it. So, long story
Shepard.
short,
Liara, go.
not even a long story. A
Now.
little bit about me. The first Mass Effect
Aye,
game I
aye.
played was this one, and it's my favorite one. I never played the first one, and then I played the first one years later, like 3 or 4 years after I played this one. 'Cause I
Everybody
didn't have
in!
an Xbox, I had a
Go,
PlayStation,
go,
so I just played
go!
the PlayStation 3 Anyway, I didn't get the chance to play one until either I had an Xbox 4 years later, especially. But it wasn't until I was like fully grown that I started having multiple consoles. So I played one, and it's also a good game, but it's kind of boring. It's kind of like that meme, that joke, that people take from the Family Guy thing, where it says it insists upon itself. Like, I hate to say it, but it really does. It doesn't make it bad, but it's just like, oh god, it's such a slog to get through the first one. And but again, that's not to say it's bad by any means, because it's, to me, for example, when we're playing the second game, I choose a specific romance every time with the second game. I typically choose Allie, because I just like her and I think all the romances pay off. But I never picked Liara because I wasn't into her like that. I know that's weird coming from a guy who's literally into sci-fi and stuff. Oh, you wouldn't pick the alien girl? Tally's an alien too, but I wasn't as into Liara, and I thought Tally's personality was really cool. And the only other person I was into was Jack, because she's just so, like, I don't know, she's cool, something really cool about her. But I played again recently through all three. Not recently, it was like pre-2020 probably, like 2018 I probably played it. But I played 1, 2, and most of 3. I beat 3 before, but such a disappointment that I just, you know, I don't really care to finish it. I only care about 1 and 2, because 2 is, you know, I love 2 for reasons I'll go through later. But I did the romance option for Liara from 1 to 3, and I still prefer Tali, but Liara's romance option is a lot more satisfying and romantic, it seems like. Like, Tali just feels like there's this girl who's star-crossed lovers with Shepard. Liara feels like, man, we really built rapport and relationship over the years. But I mean, they're both beautiful. Tali's like innocent, and Liara is just like, wow, we're two people that are good at what we do, and even though we couldn't be there for some of it at the end there, we both respect over time. And it feels like a very intellectual relationship. But it does feel more satisfying in some ways. Which I guess it makes me grateful that I only played 2 and 3 after. I was like, wow, this is, you know, I was able to appreciate it. That's right. But obviously, the only thing is decisions. You know, if you do all the decisions, there's only so much for that. And Knights of the Old Republic, even though like, your choices don't really make a huge difference. I don't remember any huge differences in your choices until like Jade Empire and Knights of the Old Republic 2. I don't remember if any of the members of your party in Knights of the Old Republic 1 leave because you're too evil. I think Juhani might. Maybe Jolie? I don't think so. I don't think Jolie cares. So maybe a couple people leave, but I don't remember it having vast effects on it. But like, you know, it levels up a bit in games like this. There's like a more visible butterfly effect that happens, which is cool. And you just kind of see those decisions in real time. Like the title of this video, you get to, you know, give your voice imprint, and then he says, "This is my favorite shop on the Citadel," all the time. I don't remember if that happens in this one, but it happens in one of them. But yeah, damn it. Yeah. Because I remember, I like a specific backstory, I think.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose.
He's not thinking this while he's falling out of this damn ship.
Into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission. Answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain.
Yeah, the gap.
And whatever it was
Reaper.
massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for
Oh, yeah, and
biotics.
Ashley.
We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams.
I also never realized how
A
much of a
soldier to
space
the
racist
core.
Ashley is.
Tough,
I just
disciplined,
always thought she was super
ready
hot.
to take on whatever came
So
her
the
way.
first time I played it,
Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost
the
her
first one
squad.
and the third one, I think I picked her.
That's when we saw it.
Because I was just clicking through. I
Shit.
wasn't really paying attention to what she was saying.
Like nothing I'd ever
I
seen.
was like, oh, maybe she's mad.
It was
because a
massive,
specific alien hurt her
scorching the
dad or
colony and
something, I don't
everything
remember.
around it as it
But then you
blasted away.
really pay attention. It's like, oh my god,
We
she's
followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe.
Hey, this
Everything
breathe
went
wrong.
black.
You should
And I
breathe.
saw something.
Breath.
A vision. Dream. Nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat,
I remember
as
it
was the
being a threat.
individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That
Good
led
old
me to
Garrus.
Rex,
Garrus,
the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to
Who's
be
Garrus?
more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an
I will
energetic
say-
little Quarian named Tally. A tech expert with a knack for hacking. She
Meeting Rex in the first
procured
game
some
made me
information
realize,
on
man, I
Saren.
really should have played that sooner,
Evidence
though.
that proved
There are
Saren was
some
dirty.
good points in the game.
Tally's evidence
is
proved
kinda
that
cool.
Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld
It
with
makes me
other
feel like
species.
Shepard,
Liara was able
like,
to help me decipher some of the vision
on
the
his
beacon had
own is
given me.
supposed to be into Liara. Like,
Nothing concrete,
It's canon
but
that
it gave me
he's
some
into her.
clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari.
Which again,
Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant.
they want
Ashley
to
was
make
a
him
little
into
concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As
Commander Kirk
commander, I
so bad.
knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission.
Captain Kirk. Oh yeah, I sided with Liara because Ashley's a racist.
I told Liara about how I felt. Apparently she'd felt it too. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission. Finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's
Another cool
help,
thing is these
we had our
relationships
next
play out
lead,
like a real one. Like,
Venezia.
if you mess with Tali,
Saren had taken her to Novaria,
You and
where
Liara
he'd
have a
enslaved
conversation in
dangerous
Jameson,
race
right?
of insect-like creatures, the Rachni.
oh my
He
god,
ordered
the Arachnid
Venezia to
King.
use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Venezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone,
Hey, didn't they?
with the information. I tried to reason with Venezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Venezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the
She
galaxy
is definitely
before.
worth saving.
I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom
I'll
an
just give you
entire
a spoiler
species
now because
for
I'm sure
past
nobody's even
sins.
in here. But
And the Queen
if
was
you,
true to her word. She left and took her army of
if
drones
you
with
keep her alive, it
With
pays off.
Saren's
I
top
think in the
lieutenant
third
dead,
game when you're
he was
fighting
quickly
Reapers
running
and
out of
you need
time
help
and
in
places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was
this
more than
one.
a base of operations.
That's where it was.
It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently.
Sorry, Rex.
Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down.
That's my boy. I'm not gonna kill Rex. I love Rex.
Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them.
Sorry, Ashley.
Ash was a
Super
good
hot,
friend and a great soldier,
You're not dealing with a spacist.
but I had to choose. And I chose Caden. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. But Liara saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Ash's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we'd put our feelings aside for the sake of that mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other,
Hell yeah.
and it was perfect. While it lasted. We arrived
you
on
some
Ilos,
shit.
close behind Saren.
Now I wish I would
Once
have
on
picked
the planet, we
Femchef
discovered
to
a
see what she
Prothean
would say
data bank
about
that helped me put the final
Garrus.
pieces of my vision
That'd be
together.
kinda cool.
The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He had caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human Alliance fleet in jeopardy.
Did I save the council or sacrifice the council? Hold on, I forget what the consequences of that were. Hold on. Gotta look that up, because I remember... Oh yeah. So yeah, I saved the council because the human fleet, they were gonna fight anyways. That was my justification. Other people are saying like,
The council
hey,
had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of
That
the galactic
there's, like,
community. Without
somebody
them,
said, well,
the fleets would be in
captain has a
disarray.
face, and I can't see the face of the
Even
human
with the
fleet. And it's
Citadel
like, yeah,
back in my control,
that I think they're trying to push
Saren
you slightly
defeated,
in that way.
and the
but
Normandy leading the
saving
combined
the council
galactic
also
fleet. The battle
improves
against
relations.
Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left for me to decide. On the one
think
hand,
it's usually Udina.
Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right.
Anderson.
Anderson
Udina.
didn't want the job,
He's racist too,
which
I
was
think.
a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way.
Yeah.
The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there.
I never
And if they
understood
were
that until
all
I
as
became an
powerful
adult.
as Sovereign, we
Like,
had
why
to
would
find a
somebody
way
who
to
doesn't
stop
want to be
them.
the perfect person? It's like
I had to find a way.
because those people would not make the
I
right
gathered my crew,
sacrifices to do the job
took my
right.
ship,
They would just try and
and
make
went in
themselves
search
look
of
better.
answers.
Nothing wrong with being
Officially, the
ambitious, but
Council
too
would
much
only say I
ambition
was
makes you
assigned to
look
cleanup duty,
like you would
rooting
just
out any
give up
remnants of
anything
Saren's
for
army.
a better life.
Just
I guess.
another routine mission.
Like, people would definitely take advantage and hurt others if they really want it. And sometimes that's okay if you can tell a person's good, but like, I used to really want to move up in my old job, and I was very immature.
Commander
and didn't
Shepard has
understand
been
how, like,
recovered.
people worked. So I
The
definitely
Lazarus
wasn't
Project
ready to move
received
up
its
because I was
plan.
too desperate to like really wouldn't want it. I would just want the money that comes with it. I wouldn't want to have to go back and forth with people though. And I spent so long trying to prove myself. I don't know why I'm saying this into the ether like it matters, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just realizing it for myself. I really wanted to like prove that I could do something and move up, but I really would have just become a prick about it. And I'm grateful it didn't happen before. Because now I'm humble and I'm like, yeah, if I got that now, I would just be a chill person in that respect. But you know, that's because I understand like, look, man, it's not that deep, it's not that serious. It's just a job at the end of the day. Alright. One second. My bad. Trying to multitask real quick. There we go. Gotta get a little bit of time together. Gotta get this other food out of the way. There we go. Much better. Okay. Yeah, I don't really need him to have my name. I don't know. I prefer him just. For some reason, I prefer him just being John Shepard. Default appearance is fine. Oh man, it's always hard to decide here, right? I do like having all the weapons I can get. And there's nobody that has. Does anybody else have the assault rifle? No. I do think it's pretty cool to have the powers. And it is really useful. It just sucks because I really like the assault rifles. I forget if you can add it. Let me look it up real quick. I use the bathroom anyways. forgot you do get new weapon training. So the last time I played, I chose to get like powers, and I'm gonna do that again because soldier's cool, but it's like I don't know. I don't really need all that, and I really don't like being an infiltrator. That I never really enjoy that. Let's do. So now it's Vanguard, Sentinel, or Depth. Because you get a shotgun, you get biotic charge, pull, and shockwave. But you get tech armor, throw, warp, overload, and cryoblast. Kind of good. I just don't get a shotgun. I don't know. What do you think, chat? What do you want? I think it's more entertaining to see the moves, you know? I think maybe Sentinel. I think Sentinel is the way to go here. I'm gonna do Sentinel and regret it later. I always pick Spacer. No, I'm gonna choose War Hero because usually I pick that first one, the Soul Survivor, and it's just I thought it was really cool when I was younger, but now I'm older. It's like, no, I don't want to be the sole survivor of psychological and mental, emotional torture, and then I have to live with survivor's guilt. It's cool to see because you feel like extra heroic about it, but there's nothing heroic. You didn't save anybody. You just survived. Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with, but it's like my mindset on it was wrong. I thought it was like really badass, and it's like, no, that's not badass. That's actually horrifying and traumatic for whoever goes through it.
Pushing into the red zone.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it does make you a hero in its own way.
Now.
But more of a hero of your own life.
Falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off.
Don't look at me, Miranda. You don't know me. Get away from me. All you want to do is try to seduce me with those tight pants, and I'm tired of it. I'm not a simp anymore. I'll fall for that. I fell for it the first time, and then I realized, man, this chick sucks. But she really just needs someone.
Shepard, do you hear me? Get out
really
of that
needs a
bed
friend.
now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack.
Convenient for you.
There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry! Grab the pistol and armor from the locker. You don't have time to wait around, Shepard.
I'm working on it.
This
Wow.
pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. Okay.
Beauty. Oh, so sick.
You were clipped from. Damn it! Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
I'm working on it.
Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mechs off. Look out! Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles.
Is there anything worth grabbing over here? I just can't get it out. I have the explorer's mind. Hey, this mortar cup looks like a disco cup. Oh, cool. You can shoot it. That's sick, honestly.
Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position.
Hold on, bitch. Sorry. I don't want to seem inappropriate, but guys, you know what it's like. Boys, right? You know what I'm saying? Holy shit. Where did they come from? Alright. Not really going how I'd hoped. Yeah.
Nice work, Shepard. Coast is clear.
Yeah, coast better be damn clear. Is there something I can grab in here? I'm always looking for intel. I need to find intel on the Reapers. Miranda, the Reapers. We have to stop the threat. The Reapers. Do they come from like a little closet? Yeah, they do. I don't think there's anything else. See this big one here.
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long.
See, the thing I liked about games like this where like you see stuff happening, like you see actions happening in context. Like Knights of the Republic, you don't see anybody fighting when you're not a part of a cutscene. You don't just see it in the distance.
Heading your way. Here come the mechs. Use the grenade launcher to take them out.
Oh yeah.
They've seen us.
Right in the knees,
Take the
baby.
elevator down one floor.
I'm working on it. Don't worry. You'd think there'd be more ammo that shows up.
Hurry! Get to the door! Run! You're doing fine, Shepard. Head to the next room and I'll provide me. Shepard, you can read me. I've got them closing in on my position.
Ooh, baby. Oh. Can I close the door? No.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity.
Let's go.
In an effort to
Rudimentary
accelerate the
neurological
process,
activity.
we moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
All safe. Log open.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits.
I remember there's wall safes if you don't open, you miss out on like 5,000 credits or something.
I don't know where the boss gets all his money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
Yeah. Ungrateful. I bet they're making like 6 figures on this freaking space station. He's just grappling with the psychological effects of it. There's no way he'd just be standing there in that situation. Jesus Christ!
Log update. I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. Bet she's still the same old ice queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become a new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
No, she's actually more complex than that.
Coming! Gravity's one mean mother, huh?
That's his favorite. Yeah, I can use those guys too, buddy.
What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
Good old Jacob.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
What's with the mechs?
Security. Usually they fight for us. Somebody must have hacked them. That should be impossible, unless you've got access. Gotta
Oh,
get
they
you
got
out
little
of here,
cameras on their
Shepard.
faces? That's cool. I never really noticed their designs before.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
This doesn't look like an Alliance facility.
It isn't. I can't say much more than that for now. The Alliance
Oh, yeah, let me
officially
turn off the
declared you
preview
killed in
too, my
action.
bad.
The whole
It's
galaxy
probably
thinks
messing
you're
up
dead.
the
And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what.
He would have been
You help me
capped at
finish
this
off
point.
these
He would have been
mechs,
shot in
and
the
I'll play
head.
20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit him with the good stuff.
I should have got pull. Pull's a lot better. The push looks cool. Push definitely looks cool. What's the Cerberus thing for? Oh, that's okay. I got you. Push is a lot more visceral, but pull is a lot more like meat.
Falling back. Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad.
That's why I love games
When I
like
first
this
saw
from back
you,
in the day,
you were
because it makes you
nothing
want to
but
play it
meat
again
and
with new
tubes.
powers.
Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
Bleeding edge.
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
Yeah, like my freaking my cod piece.
What can you tell me
And
about the
behind my
project?
spine.
Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else,
Not
including the
Navigator
non-Alliance
Presley, he was
crew,
cool.
the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian,
Now
all
that
made
I've
it
played
out
one,
alive.
it's like, damn, I don't want none of them other ones to survive. I remember Presley being cool as hell, but I do remember him having some sort of space, prejudice.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
Oh, we will. Don't you worry. That's what I'm good at.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant. But I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
We're good.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency?
Oh, Wilson.
Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
And that damn Omni tool. I think those Omni tools are so
Wilson,
cool. I had one
Jake.
for a little while.
I'm here with Commander Shepard.
I tossed it
Just
last
took out a
time,
wave
dude.
of mechs over in D-Wing.
Wish I would've kept it.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on, The service tunnels are this way.
Alert.
Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Oh, I forgot they explode sometimes.
Wilson, find us in the...
Oh God, they found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B. Hurry! They're out of control.
Up those stairs, Shepard.
Oh God, I'm hit. They shot me.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who he was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter his identity in any way, if he's somehow not the man he used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Well, let's go meet Wilson.
Shepard, down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall. Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now. Hmm? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever
It's a
did
cool
this
way to
fried
figure
the
out how to
whole
use that.
system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
She's a biotic like the rest of us.
Where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Why would she be a traitor?
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor, but that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few. Overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles. That's it. Let's get out of here.
Nice. Oh, he has overload.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project. The program that rebuilt you.
Is that the guy who
It's
plays
funded and controlled by
Spike in
Cerberus.
Cowboy Bebop?
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now, we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Elusive man.
I feel
Is he
like
in charge of all
BioWare's
this?
big thing is like, hey,
Yeah,
somebody died and bring
That's
them
not
back.
his real name, of course.
Like in every
Nobody
game
knows who he
I've
really
played
is.
from
His
BioWare,
code name,
other
the
than
Alliance used
Dragon
for it.
Age, and even then I
Kinda
think
stuck.
maybe it happened. I don't really remember now. You die and come back in one way or another, or metaphorically.
care what they did or what you say. I'm not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss, but after we've saved our butts. We're almost at the shuttle.
Yeah, it's like Knights of the Old Republic. Your character died, quote unquote, and came back, or was presumed dead, I suppose. This game, you literally die and come back. Jade Empire, at one point, you go to the spirit realm, and then you come back. I'm sure it happens in a Dragon Age game too, but their Dragon Age games are like, it's all mythos, so it's like, it's all mythos, so it's like, it only makes sense. I remember one of these being quite difficult to fight off, and I don't remember why, but you get like ambushed. I don't think I get to use this again, so I remember this being kind of worth it. Oh wait, no, you have to fight a big one.
Gun! Drop them!
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Where's that wall save? Was it in here? Get the hell out of the way. Oh. Right there. Yeah. Love this game. Alright. I know some of these you have to just kind of guess and hope for the best. Nice. Good old 2400. Nice old little chunk of change. I think there's something else I wanted to look at before we go over there. I think there's like, oh no, there's nothing there. Okay. I always want to make sure nothing else is going on. Or that there's nothing else to grab before I leave. Can I?
Field is clear!
Save journal. Spot. Photo mode, nice.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Oh!
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
I had a feeling Wilson was just looking for a chance to shoot me in the back.
I did.
Good instincts. Some people are far too trusting to ever see that coming. Come on, let's grab this shuttle and get out of here. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
I want to hear her say no. I want to know if she says nar or nag. That'll let me know if she's British or Australian. Because I never really thought about it before. I always thought she was just super British. But she might be Australian. Sounds like she might be. A little Aussie.
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a spacer kid. Raised mostly on one ship or another. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did what I had to.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave her behind?
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Ash gave her life for the rest of the team. Without her, I couldn't have stopped Saren. She died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Yeah, I bet they know because they don't have
Miranda.
programs.
Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough. The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Ooh, I got a renegade.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Ooh, yeah, let's go. Alright. Oh, I don't get the Dragon Age one? Damn, this is the freaking Legendary Edition. I should get whatever one I want. Oh, no. Let's do that one. I like how they're just trying to show off their like impressive lighting at that time. Ooh, that's a cool color. Do I like the emerald? was the second one. I feel like that looks like Angry Joe. Definitely not Cerberus wear. I'm wearing that. Yeah. There we go. I think there's an option to not show helmet, right? I mean, it doesn't really matter. But, I really wish there was the Dragon Age uniform. I'm sad that it's not there.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest
Yeah, now
threat
that
of
I've
our
played
brief
Dragon Age and
existence.
I've already seen Shepard's face, I
Reapers.
want to be in the Dragon
Good to
Age.
see your
armor.
memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations.
Yeah.
I don't know why
Like
they've
Eden
suddenly
Prime or
targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus.
We're committed.
Sorry.
If we
I'm
wait
not,
for
like, hitting the right
politicians or
ones.
the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Overload's pretty cool, and Warp is pretty cool. So let's do. Wait. Damn it, I can't buy him yet. Damn, I wish I could. Alright. I don't want to bore you guys with all the codex entries. We're gonna move on.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it, or we can do it.
Oops, my bad.
The rest of us are ready to leave, Shepard. We're just waiting for you to get on the
I'd
show.
like to know more about the
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Yeah, I'm glad he was in charge.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards.
I wonder if he's
Take your pick.
Because I know he's eventually indoctrinated. I wonder if he's indoctrinated now, though, because they would have definitely wanted him to put a control chip in him. Or maybe the Reapers would be just so full of themselves that they think they could just manipulate him to make it happen.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No. The elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
Yeah,
How old were
he
you?
did.
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Yeah, but then she comes for me, so I don't know.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We
She
can
literally
talk about it or we can
thirsts
do it.
after me after a long enough time. Which, to be fair, the
Glad
first
the
time I played
elusive
this, I
man
thought it was pretty
convinced you
cool.
to join us, Commander.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
You're a good man, Jacob. But you might be working for the wrong people.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
Uh-oh.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction.
That's why you
Technically,
became
we weren't part of the
Cerberus.
Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules. There was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council. Nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear. We've got no target to go after.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Oh, we will. We'll find one person at least. I can almost guarantee that. Ooh. Now the hunt begins. Search for random shit. I always thought these shuttles were so neat. I love their design.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
What's that supposed to be? Oh, it's like a light or something. I love how trash cans remained largely the same. I'm into it. I remember there being stuff you can miss if you don't search carefully, so I'm trying to do that now. That was a
Strange.
credit when I missed
No
stuff.
bodies, no structural damage, no signs of battle.
Did the perfect enemy. Let's see. Spare parts. I'm not gonna go to the door quite yet. I'm gonna investigate this house here. There's nothing over there. While we're here, this game definitely scratched my itch in my brain of like, hey, I need to try and get every single thing. Especially with going to the planets and trying to fire off enough resource, missiles or whatever, extractors to try and get every resource possible. That was like one of my favorite things.
Hear that? Sounds like Fenris mechs.
Security systems were disabled at the other colonies. Failing.
You're up!
Firing.
programmed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Some themes in this game are definitely not very family friendly, you know what I mean? Hey.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this.
Hey, Tali.
Wait. Shepard?
That's my
I'm
girl.
not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard?
What's up, baby girl?
Is that... you're alive?
Cerberus rebuilt me, Tali. In return, they asked me to investigate these attacks on human colonies.
You'll pardon us for not taking you at your word, Cerberus.
We're well within our rights to investigate attacks on a human colony. I'd like to know what the Quarians are doing here.
Weapons down, Praza. Whatever's going on here, I don't think we need another fight. One of our people was here on pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza. You're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. See you on the far side.
Cool. Now, before we leave here, let's get all the stuff we can.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning.
Oh, yeah.
We'll take care of them.
Huh.
They've seen us. Here we go.
Miranda, why aren't you listening to me? I don't get it.
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
Yeah, now they know the freaking heat is on. We should have stayed quiet or stayed cooperative with them.
There we go.
Why would you be trying to expose yourself to the enemy while jumping over me? Make it make sense, Miranda. Make it make sense.
Yes! Enemy down!
Shepard, we are inside the loading docks.
Okay, here it
Vitor
comes.
reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
Oh, I
They
bet
did
it
want to
is.
get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Okay. Also, I'll do as I please. Thank you very much. So, yeah, you can do that.
Taking cover.
Hold on, Jake.
Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm working on it.
Taking cover!
Oh my god, they're getting freaking bodied.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down. Overload will take out their shields. Nico! Overloading their systems.
God damn. Got him.
About to get hot.
That's good. No, I don't want to talk to Tali yet. Hold on. I'm gonna run over here because there's stuff I can pick up. Oh, they did pretty good. They got one of them.
This should come in handy.
I got some refined iridium. Hell yeah. Heck yeah. Hold on, Tali. I'm looking for some ammo. I really need some. Cause like last time I did this, I forgot to come and get all this stuff, and then it just all got left behind. Heck yeah. Eat your boy. Alright. And then there's something in here. Oh, that's Vitor.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect.
I should have talked to her
Safe
first.
from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No, 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 no.
Dang it.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I'm gonna try and push through this
I don't think
conversation
he
to
can
see
hear
if I
you,
can
Commander.
like get an autosave pulled up.
Have to hide. Have to hide. Mechs.
find us.
The monsters.
We're not survivors.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Why didn't the Collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his Enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the Collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist. Maybe the Elusive Man can figure it out.
Oh, wait.
I want to know more.
Nobody knows much.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the Elusive Man can figure it out.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the Elusive Man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I'm still trying to accept that you're even alive, and you're with Cerberus. I've got responsibilities now. I've got a mission of my own. I can't walk away from that. Not even for you.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tally will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
That sucks. I hope it doesn't autosave. Like, I hope I get a chance to beat the save.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to Collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
What are the Collectors getting from these deals?
The Collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you could convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
2 years isn't really that long of a time, especially now that, like,
Keep your list.
Pretty much
I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Caden Olenko?
He's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. His file is surprisingly well classified.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Where's Liara Tassoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
What about Tally? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
I'm giving
Why does he
you
have such an
direction.
attitude about it?
What you do with it is up to you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
Why does it sound like the illest rap track drop? The illest beat drop of all time. Good old Normandy. Ain't she a beaut? Now if only we could get the paint job changed back.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
You're the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Okie dokie. Wow. So magical. I've been playing this game for the first time, like when it actually came out, because I think I played it a year or two after. It probably felt like, man, I'm really on to the next, level in gaming. Alright, I just want to see where I was at. Where I was at in Freedom's Progress. Because I saved on the Normandy. Yeah, it's fine. I just want to see how far I was.
They see you, Shepard!
I really just want to replay that one part and figure out if there was anything worth grabbing over there when you talk to Tally.
You'll pardon us for not...
One of our people, when he saw us, head for the warehouse.
Make sure to keep it radio.
You just pick the top right options and you're usually on the right,
Squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of him. I've got him!
Yeah, I don't really care. I just want to see. I don't even really care about it actually being worth it.
Use overload on him.
Got no shield!
There we go! Enemy down! Enemy down! There we go!
Drop!
Shepard, Raza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them. Target them! You're done!
Hurry, Shepard. We're inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Raza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point. Take out their shields.
see if there's like anything worth really grabbing in here. I don't think there is, but you never really know. Oh, just a med kit for 100 credits? I don't care about that.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded.
That wasn't worth it at all. Okay, just wanted to be sure. It was like 100 credits and a little quip. That doesn't affect my relationship with her, so no. Alright, bathroom break. 2 seconds. back. Alright, let's use these score points. I still can't unlock that, but that's okay. I wonder if I should do better armor or better throw. Tech armor's kind of important because I'm not really doing. Oh yeah, some of them you have to freaking unlock the other thing for. All right, well I guess I'll just do that then. Okay.
Welcome aboard, Commander.
Yeoman Chambers.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Okay, Kelly.
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes. I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
I love how you are very loving.
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say?
And it seems
I'm
to
a
lead
people
to like
person.
relationship
Anything
stuff.
else you'd like to talk about?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
You don't even know
I
if it's the
trust you
Collectors yet.
implicitly.
Fully.
The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
Your trust is well placed, Kelly.
I knew it would be. Thank you, Shepard. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
No. Yeoman Kelly is a funny. Yeoman Chambers is a funny, a fun romance.
I better go.
Because she's super freaky
Okay.
too.
Maybe we'll talk later.
Like, she has one of the more risque outfits in the romance. Oh, you get both of. Oh yeah. Oh, I only get her version of it. I like the black suit. It looks kind of cool. that the one I already have? That's so funny. I get a freaking harassed by a life insurance agency. What's this area of the ship? Oh, instant. Okay. No loading? Hell yeah. I remember the loading for this being atrocious.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
I think the recon for the double is kind of cool. Maybe I'll try it. I'll see if it looks decent. I never had it where it's like, I don't really know though. Do I care about the extra 5% health? I really don't. Plus I'm gonna pick another helmet next chance I get it. Alright, what else did they say would be in here? CIC. See what's in the CIC real quick. See if anybody's got anything for me. Oh yeah, Jacob's over here. I remember the arc projector not being as good, but I'm gonna try it anyways. And it's not like I have many other weapon options.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the armory.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
Oh, I bet.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
I look forward to working with you, Mr. Taylor.
Likewise, Commander. Let me know if you need anything. Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
What do you think of the state of the crew?
We don't have a full complement. We don't stand a chance without the right specialists on side. Anything else, Commander?
How are we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
Probably the same as everyone else. I just want to figure out what the real threat actually is. Got no problem with risk. I just need a clear goal. Anything else, Commander?
I understand you made quite an impact after you left the Alliance.
Miranda and I stopped a Batarian plan to release a biological agent on the Citadel. That's when I first met her. It took us out to the Nemean Abyss and back. Saved the Citadel like you, but what's the saying? Good deeds like pissing yourself in dark pants? Warm feeling, but no one notices. The whole thing was hushed like they're good at doing. But I know what I did, and I'm proud of it.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the Elusive Man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only one quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point. To contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, one link to each world.
I've never heard of a quantum entanglement communicator. How does it work?
Essentially, two subatomic particles are created in an entangled state. One is installed here, and the other in the Elusive Man's office. When one particle occupies a given quantum state, its entangled partner will always enter the opposite state, no matter the distance between them. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the Elusive Man's. This allows us to send data in the form of quantum bits.
2 seconds.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay. In addition to contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, one link to each world.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Bye-bye.
A scientist is required to use the technical laboratory.
Joker would like to see you up on the bridge, Commander.
Okay. Why does it take controls? I know it's near here. Oh. Where is the shutter control?
Attitude roll 35.10, pitch 64.18, yaw 10.28. Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove.
All right,
And
Seth
leather
Green.
seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
Reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
It's not the same, Joker. There's nothing here that was even part of the real Normandy.
There's us. I have to take what I can get. The last 2 years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
I hope so. I died.
God, you were such a downer. Commander.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
What happened to the rest of the old crew? I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. And the rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew. We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
I assume everything is going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
I'm no fan either, but we're stuck with it.
Until I find a soldering gun. There's gotta be some wires I can cross to make it hurt.
No sabotage. Understood?
Yeah, don't break the boss's toys.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
I never really realized it until now, but like the shaky camera does give you like a sense of urgency and makes you feel like, oh, this thing is really happening. Whatever's happening in the game is really happening.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
These discussions always make me depressed
You'll
because
miss her
like
first birthday.
you start to hear like what happens to the
family lives
crew
in New
later and
Canton.
things don't always go well.
That colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Sorry guys, this is gonna be kind of rough. It's gonna be a rough journey for you. Specifically for you. Sorry. That really blows.
Shepard, the men's restroom is on the port side of the ship.
Hey. When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Chef surprise again? Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Mass Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals.
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks.
Literally.
Through the cracks.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough. but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
You have everything you need.
I make do, but have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Now we get to go meet with Dr. Trumpus.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center. A very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
What do you think?
I've
Dr.
spent
Trumpus
most
is
of my
kinda,
life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race.
They try to play her as though she's old, but her face is like a character that would be like 30, like a Dragon Age character,
I trust you,
basically.
Commander.
You have everything you need.
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Oh, I'll see you.
Access to the AI core is restricted.
Oh, there are much bigger things ahead, are there? I bet there are. Okay. Still hard to get it all to. It's still hard to get all of the environmental things to let me press the dang button. I don't need to know what this part of the ship is. Thanks, though. Jack's not down there yet, so there's nothing to do yet. The two engineers aren't here either, right? They don't come until you save them from that planet. At least I'm pretty sure. Oh no, they're here.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seemed to be doing that.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you he would.
Yeah, Shepard's the type to check on all of his crew. Alright. Let's get to the CIC, baby. I don't have to wait 4 years for it to open.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Okay. Alright. Gotta get the doctor first. Oh, is it? I forget. Am I using... Oh yeah, when you're here, you're good. What's the zoom button? Can't you go faster? I guess not. Hold on. Put one of my rugs in the washing machine, and I want to make sure it doesn't like blow it up or break it. Oh boy. Okay. Omega first. Bing, ding. Brrrr. Ding, ding. stuff going on today. My rug I put in my washer started freaking tweaking. I'm scared of it now. It's going boom, dong, 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 dong. Dang. I don't even know what to do. Oh. I didn't get to pick Jacob's upgrades.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate, now.
Of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Arya for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr.
Oh.
runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on...
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
My contacts told me we're picking up 1 man, not 2.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns. Runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya and is using their workers for slave labor.
So I'm gonna try and
the
do
company
his
wants it dealt with.
loyalty mission as soon as possible.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big
It's funny
goddamn
that that's
heroes.
like a message to the player directly to like, hey, you should probably concentrate on it. Because the earlier you do it, the less Paragon points you
I
need
better
to go
turn
through.
this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
What a piss hole. At least it keeps you on your toes. I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
Yeah, what's my hair going? I wonder what'll happen if I do it now. I bet it won't go well. But you never really know.
Come on, let me in.
Yeah, you guys something I can't hear. Supposed to take care of a couple things before we go.
And humans, blight on galactic purity. You, sir, you're a blight. You, and you, human. And you. Protheans cast off the lesser races, the Krogan, the Vorja, and the humans. And so they dwelled in filth, on worlds made of dirt and feces. And there they lay until they soared into the skies. The lesser races will be our downfall. The word is clear. Let none in my sight continue to live, lest their impurity displease me.
That's like a direct opposite of the Knights of the Old Republic guy who's like a space racist.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly
He has a cigar in his
legitimate.
face.
With pride, my prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage cheaper than mine.
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
Okay. Well, you gotta.
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
Yeah.
You won't find a better selection
He's a
anywhere.
manipulator.
Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can. But don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt.
Yeah.
You're back. You must have seen something you like.
Okay. Sure, why not? Oh, the blood grinder. Come on. Alright, I'll get it. Don't worry, I'll get it. I just need to figure out where I'm going to change my base. There's the, what do we call it? The, Vorcha. The Vorcha.
Captain Hannah Shepard has apparently turned down an admiral star and will remain in command of the Orizaba. The captain deemed her promotion to admiral a political ploy and said that she could best honor her childhood legacy by
Human, tell Captain Gavon we not kill anyone today.
There seem to be a lot of Vorcha on Omega.
No, Not too many. You stay away. We kill you.
I don't know a Captain Gabble. Why would I tell him anything?
Go away. Talk too much. Gabon's thugs get no more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gabon's tricks. We leave.
Okay.
Hello there. Might I interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
I buy a lot of parts and equipment. Maybe we can make an arrangement.
Well, you seem like a decent person, but you can't breathe a word of it to Harrod.
Of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least sell something to you.
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvage parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
Why does Harrod control your prices?
Harrod made me swear not to undercut it, no matter what. He was here first, so it's his right. But no one will buy from me when he's so much cheaper. I can't save enough money for a ticket off the station.
I could go talk to Harrod for you. Get him to ease up.
I won't stop you. If you can convince him to lay off, maybe I'll get off this station after all. His shop's up the ramp, near where Marsh sells his goods. Anything you can do will be much appreciated.
I have to go.
Please check with my kiosk to see what I have for sale. Thank you.
I can't use shotguns or anything, but maybe that would be effective for my teammates to have. I just think it's better for me to have the armor first.
How much do you need to get off?
Still need 1,000. This is my mistake on my pilgrimage. It's my problem.
Here you go. 1,000 credits.
Thank you.
I just tell him to take it.
Buy my ticket right now. Thank you.
Yeah. No problem, buddy. So does he still get paid if I buy the salvage from there? Like he still gets money?
This place. How can these people be left to rot like this?
You don't understand, or you don't want to?
Doesn't really matter.
No. Omega has worked this way for a very long time.
Commander Shepard. He uncovered Saren's plan, defeated the Geth army, and died in the final days of the fight.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human.
I have things to do.
I wonder if I could still get him to back off if I also talk to him first. I bet that would help going towards my Paragon Zaid thing. But I guess it doesn't matter. Ooh, there are a lot of Vorta. Like a crap load of them. And they don't like me. I love how he just goes and do it. Oh yeah, that's the patriarch that talks about himself a lot. Talk to Arya. Somebody spikes my drink. That's Arya's patriarch, I think. While we're here, I don't make a little sticky. Hell yeah. He's not even dancing, he's just yucking. He's just token.
Say something, Commander.
What's going on?
You ought to be all right. Looks like you broke the first rule of Omega. Don't order a drink at Afterlife if you're human.
Humans aren't welcome at Afterlife?
It's just that one Batarian bartender. He's got a stick up his ass about a bunch of Batarians that died a while back. No one does a thing about it, though. Humans ain't exactly held in high regard around here.
That bartender tried to poison me?
Tried is the word. As far as I know, you're the first human to survive it. Me and my friend Jake went there to celebrate our new shipping business. He got real drunk, and an hour later he was puking
Well,
blood.
I am Shepard. I'm pretty epic.
Duly noted. Let's get back.
Be careful out there.
I should kill him. Because I'm Commander Goddamn Shepard. But I'm willing to forgive him for death. To be fair, I think he ends up dead anyways.
Do I know you? No, humans all look the same. Here, have a drink on the house.
What do you think these people will do when they find out you're poisoning your customers?
Poisoning what now?
This has nothing to do with you.
Who's next? Turians? You don't like them either, right?
Answer the damn question, Forvan.
You want a piece of me? I'll leave your corpse for the porch.
Not taking any chances. Bastard deserved what he got.
Ooh, we got Paragon for that? Hell yeah. Because he might very well have poisoned other people. You never know. Alright, it's not worth listening to the Patriarch right now. We don't have anything interesting to add to the conversation.
The hunt is on for Omega's public enemy number 1, and this time, there is no escape.
Ooh.
I'm Billy.
Get out of my way. Oh, yeah. Hey, how would I have gotten into this one? Oh, that's the entrance. Let me just see what the human, the no human out here says.
Go on in.
Come on, let me in. Ari's expecting me. Ugh.
Who's Kylan?
What are you looking at?
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now.
Oh, I bet.
See you around.
I love how in this game being a badass and fucking with people, like being the so you feel lucky punk guy 24/7 is just a good action. It's good taste. It's in good taste rather. He's like, what the hell, man? Okay. Don't have a drink on me. What? No? Being weird. Oh. Easy to get turned around.
You want to talk? Talk to Aria.
How come he gets a name and he doesn't? Hi, Aria.
That's close enough.
Yeah. I'm gonna do this to an old friend.
Stand still.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule. Don't fuck with Arya.
Okay.
I like it. Easy to remember.
If you forget, someone will remind you.
And then I toss your sorry ass out the nearest airlock.
So, what can I do for you?
I'm looking for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Why's everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
Just the kind of guy I'm looking for.
Really? Well, aren't you interesting? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic. But he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
Which merc groups are after him?
Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together.
Do you hate Archangel?
I don't have time for hate. But I distrust them all equally. For now, I'm happy just to let them kill each other.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
So, you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
freaking covered in water now because my washer couldn't handle that rug I put in there.
Tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove.
Why would you get up to say that and then sit back down?
Short answer, mind your own damn business.
Okay.
One scan and we're straight to business? People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Maybe I'll be here.
Make a new save real quick. I really want to go back to Final Fantasy 9, but I don't know. It just feels kind of stupid when there's nobody in here. But hopefully people will start showing up. Anyways, thank you guys who are here watching, and I'll catch you later on.